Good afternoon and welcome to UCFB TV. I'm Leanna Bagley. So Wednesday was a busy day for the U19 National League Alliance League Cup, with all 4 quarter-finals taking place. Chester travelled to face Romford, who have been riding high in Division A and sit second in the table. In-form Chester have opened up a commanding 8-point lead at the top of Division K. We joined the action midway through the first half, with the visitors already leading 1-0 after striker Ewan Murray opened the scoring. Aaron Whitnell was there.
Of the action our team caught in the first half, it was clear to see it was a tight, scrappy affair, but one that Chester were on top of, as they put together some good team play and came close from a few set pieces. This was the closest Romford came to scoring in the whole game, but Chester's keeper was on hand to collect it easily. It was much of the same in the second half, with the first real incident coming 20 minutes in, with an instant off-camera between Romford's keeper and Chester's striker, which caused a brawl on the pitch and saw 2 players booked. Ten minutes later, Romford were the creators of their own downfall, as they gave the ball to Chester, who after a lovely move set up James Cottrell, who made it 2-0 and seemingly gave Romford no chance of coming back. This was confirmed with 5 minutes left, as Chester broke following a Romford attack. Eventually the ball found itself at the feet of Lewis Hayes, who made it 3-0. Counter-attacking football at its finest. And so, at full-time, the score read Chester 3, Romford 0, much to the delight of Chester's captain Ryan Dobson and manager Callum McIntyre.
Yeah, it was a good performance, so obviously sat back, absorbed the pressure of it and got our goal that we needed for the first half, and then when we were in front we barely ever lose. Hard to break down when we've got the first goal, yeah.
It was something different for us. When we got the draw, it was always going to be really difficult. I mean, the circumstances we found ourselves in has made it immensely difficult logistically to get a game on. The challenges that we're facing at the club at the moment mean we've been really grateful to the sponsorship from a supporter for the team bus, for a pre-match meal, for a kit. As you see, Romford playing in blue and yellow gave us so much logistical difficulties. The game probably epitomises what our lot are about. I think it was a real away performance. We've obviously gone in front, and the second goal has killed the game. But our ability on the counter-attack came through in the second half, and they were ecstatic for the boys, and I think we might enjoy the journey home.
So with Chester going through, second match in our highlights round was Hastings United hosting Wealdstone. Reporting for UCFB TV, here's Alex Hutz.
7 minutes in, David Rodari got the scoring underway for Hastings with a tidy finish from inside the box. In the 9th minute, Hastings came close with a shot fizzed across the face of the goal. Five minutes later, Hastings again coming close with a shot that goes just wide of the post. Into added time in the first half, Hastings grabbed the second and final goal of the match with Jordan Harley latching onto the end of a long ball and then finding the bottom corner.
I think started excellent. First 15-20 minutes, dominated the ball, really settled our nerves, and with the early goal, and yeah, I thought that we sort of established ourselves, and then second half really, it was a case of grinding out and holding on to the lead that we had. So I thought first half where we had a lot of the ball, we were very good and very dominant, and then second half when they sort of threw the kitchen sink at us, we had to find a different side to our game really, and show the defensive aspects, and that we could go and do the ugly side of the game well, and obviously ground out the result. So yeah, delighted.
Boys are disappointed. Hastings score a really good goal. First goal, poor defending from our team, I think. And second half, then we couldn't threaten. It was more of a game like it was tit for tat, wasn't it? You know, and they obviously had a couple of half chances near the end, but that's about it really. The referee's decision makes the game at the end, unfortunately.
Wealdstone coach David Murphy clearly frustrated by what he thought should have been a penalty for his side. So, the third game saw Halifax Town travel to face Dartford Whites. The hosts are currently second in Division B, having won 10 of their 13 games so far, and trail leaders Dover Athletic by 5 points. But Halifax have been in impressive form lately themselves, with their most recent results being a 4-2 win over United of Manchester and a 10-1 demolition of Darlington. We sent Ben Croft to see if Dartford could make home advantage count.
On 20 minutes, the away side opened the scoring when James Sunderland turned home an Usman Chan cross. Three minutes before half-time, Halifax doubled their lead with a counter-attacking masterclass, with Suarez making no mistake with the finish. On the hour mark, Halifax put this game out of sight with James Sunderland doubling his account, volleying home Suarez's cross. The visitors were hungry for more, but Alex Mahoney's header was disallowed. However, Halifax ended up adding a fourth 12 minutes from time to heap more misery on Dartford. In the end, Halifax ran out comfortable winners as they advanced to the semi-finals.
I thought the lads have done fantastic today. Done a lot of planning preparation for the game, and what we've worked on has come out today on the pitch. They worked hard, they moved the ball well, they dominated possession. So overall, I'm really happy with the performance from the lads. In terms of the high standards, you know, we want success. We want to go far in this cup as far as possible, and challenge by playing better teams. You know, the further in the cup we go, then the better teams, the better competition, and the better the challenge for the players.
The final game of the round saw Boreham Blues currently placed third in Division A at home to Nuneaton Town, who are currently second in Division H, but with 2 games in hand. We send Finn Savage along to watch.
Nuneaton faced a stern test, being drawn away to reigning national champions Boreham Wood. Fred Burbage has been a solid presence between the 6 all season for Moyer's side and showed his worth when called upon. The young stopper pushed the ball out of the top corner following a long-range effort from Nuneaton. Nuneaton almost took a freak lead when Brainbridge's kick almost fooled everyone, hitting the post and landing at Richmond's feet, who teed up Adams but couldn't provide the finish. The deadlock was broken by Satch just 2 minutes shy of half-time, when a low cross rebounded into the path of the forward, who smashed the ball home. The lead was doubled after 70 minutes when Satch produced a delicate chip to lob the ball over the opposition goalkeeper and into the back of the net. In the dying embers of the game, Satch completed his hat-trick when he placed the rebound into the corner. Thomas rounded off a dominant performance from the home side as he latched on to Satch's through ball and finished well past the keeper. Boreham ran out 4-0 winners and advanced into the semi-finals thanks to a brilliant display from Bradley Satch, proving why he's already seen some first-team action this season.
Obviously very disappointed, and especially in the manner that we got beat there towards the end. I mean, it was obviously going to chase the game at 1-0 down, but I just said to the lads there that, you know, if you don't get on top in both boxes, if you don't defend your box right, and you don't take your chances in the opposition's box, then you're always likely to concede, not score goals and concede many. It might not be the worst thing in the world getting knocked out of the quarters. We've got a lot of games to play in the league. You know, that's our main focus. I'm not going to be one of these managers that said, "Oh, now we can concentrate on the league," because don't get me wrong, I wanted to win this cup. But our next game's really important now. We've just got to go and win, you know, 5 or 6 of the next league games, and then we'll bring some silverware back, hopefully.
We grew today, and I thought we played as a quarter-final. I thought we'd come to the table a little bit more today. Our front boys worked a little bit harder. They chased a little bit further. Maybe it's because it's a quarter-final now. It's the business end of the season. And I think our experience from last year, being so close to win the league and win the champions, I think that will give us a massive opportunity to push on. Bradley he's been dipped in the first team, scored against Torquay in the National League, so it shows what pedigree he's got. He's been out on loan for 3 or 4 loan spells this year, and he's dipped into the 19s as and when needed for minutes and games. And today he's unplayable. He's got that about him. He's a big, strong, old-fashioned type number 9, and I thought he was exceptional. We'll keep going. The boys will keep learning. So we've set them targets to go and win their league, so that we can win our regional league and get into the champions and try and progress to the final, and try and win this. Then it would have been a good season. Obviously, we want to push the boys into the first team. So yeah, no, as per, just keep working hard, head down, and see what happens.
So let's have a little recap of the quarter-final results. Romford 0, Chester 3. Hastings United 2, Wealdstone 0. Dartford Whites 0, Halifax Town 4. Boreham Blues 4, Nuneaton Town 0. So the semi-finals will be played on Wednesday the 11th of April. And don't forget to keep an eye on the National League's Under-19s Alliance website for news of the draw on the 21st of March, so less than a week's time. However, in the meantime, thanks for watching. Hope that you've enjoyed our coverage of those all-important Cup quarter-finals. That's it from me, Leanna Bagley. Goodbye.